leaders who you'll hear from in just a few minutes. Whether you've been with us from the start or are new to the movement, I want to begin by thanking you for everything you've done in the name of service, for bringing your divergent perspectives and sharing in our commitment to make positive change in America. Although we've achieved much, we need to support and nurture each other because we still have a long way to go. It reminds me of a song we used to sing in church when I was growing up. I don't feel no ways tired. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, but I don't believe you brought me this far to leave me. Powerful words that remind us to build on the work of great leaders who came before. We now have the opportunity and the privilege of sustaining the movement and inspiring the next generation. This new era of service has come so far so quickly. Last year on September 11, many of you joined us in New York, where we heard from service heroes from all walks of life. We also heard from our presidential candidates who spoke of the power and the potential of civic engagement to address our most pressing national issues. In January, we celebrated a National Day of Service and reflected on the journey of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with volunteer projects in our nation's capital and in communities across the country. In late April, at a historic bipartisan celebration, I was honored to witness President Obama sign into law the Edward M. Kennedy Serve America Act. Fittingly, the bill was signed at State School in Washington, D.C., where service is a key part of the academic curriculum. Now, this summer, led by the administration's United We Serve initiative, volunteer efforts will be happening across the country, culminating on September 11th, when we'll celebrate our achievements, knowing that our reputation as a country are built upon what we say and what we do. The next chapter in this great American story of service is unwritten. It's a blank page waiting to be filled by the leaders in this room and by the thousands of attendees at this week's conference and the millions of caring citizens across our country who want something better for themselves, for their children, and for future generations. Now more than ever, it's time to sustain the movement, to innovate, and to continue to serve. At Target, our reputation is built on service. Service to our guests, service to our team, and service to our community. Since 1946, we've given 5% of our income and millions of volunteer hours to the communities we serve. Today, that equals more than $3 million a week to support education, the arts, social services, and volunteerism. Our volunteers help feed the hungry. They quickly respond to disasters and support education. In sum, at Target, we believe that being a leader in business also means being a leader in the community. The stage has been set, the legislation passed, and America is asking for our continued commitment. Not merely to raise our hand in support or favor, but to roll up our sleeves and to really engage more people in this work, to share our opinions and to shape our future. And to create a day when the most commonly asked question in America is, how do you serve? Now please join me in welcoming our co-sponsor,